not ideal.
Welcome back to the channel. And this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm sure you saw that from the thumbnail. This is not our normal car content, but it's something that needs to get done, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So if you guys go way back, you'll see a video, maybe two, I don't remember how I did, on our boat. It's an 86 Ski Supreme small block Ford little ski boat trailer, or ski boat. And ever since we bought it, the trailer's been kind of sketchy. Like it's pretty rotted out, and I knew it wasn't a great trailer. It was going to need to be redone. So initially, I was just going to build a new one for it, or I was going to cut this one up. And then I came across this trailer, and a tree fell on the boat. So I was like, I'll pick it up cheap. And then on the way down here, we moved from Michigan to North Carolina. I went over this trailer because I didn't trust it. Checked the bearings, checked everything, checked the tires. And lo and behold, going across the bridge from Ohio to West Virginia, the whole spindle sheared off the axle. And it turned out my wife was behind me. She was trying to take a picture of the Welcome to West Virginia sign, so she got this really cool picture of the tire exiting the chat. Luckily, it didn't hit anybody. Straight off the bridge, never saw it again. But I had a sheared spindle. And it dropped on the bridge. I had to keep going. Can't stop on a bridge. It ended up shearing the U-bolts off because the U-bolts were dragging. So the axle actually came out and smashed into the fender. So it was a mess on the side of the road with a totally destroyed trailer. Luckily, we were a couple miles from a Tractor Supply, and I managed to pick up a new axle and some new wheels and tires, and we kind of bolted it together on the side of the road. Boat didn't take any damage, and we made it, albeit hours later than we thought. So, we have not been able to use this thing. It's sitting way too tall because it's not a drop axle anymore. That axle, the leaf spring perches, aren't even welded on. They're just clamped in there. Just enough to get it here. So we need to get that bent trailer, get it straightened, get it cut up, pick this boat up, drop it on that one, make the bunks fit. Simple, right? So here's the donor trailer. Like I said, it's off a 2000-ish Malibu ski boat. It's the same style of boat, but obviously different brand. This one's really nice. It's got side steps. It's got the rear guides on it, which I don't have. It has a prop guard. So this little piece down here is to guard the prop so it doesn't hit the ground. I don't have that. My prop can drag on the ground. I don't like that. This is a really nice trailer because it's also got brand new tires on it that I got it with, and it's a disc brake trailer. So it actually has hydraulic disc brakes. Not that I need them, but more brakes is better. Safety is a good thing. But as you can see, it's got a pretty crazy banana shape to it right now. So we got to bend it back up. I think the first thing I'm going to do is this front cross member is pretty beat up. So I think I'm going to cut that out in the middle, just section it. Because it needs to be redone anyway, because I think that's going to keep it from trying to bend back. Because I believe it's like the width is also wrong. I think it actually got bent in a little bit there. So I'm going to section that middle out, and then I think we're going to use the hoist to try to bend this thing back. I don't know how well it's going to work. We're going to try it, because, hey, I have a hoist. I didn't before. Let's use it. All right. Let's just put some weight. Let's just pick it up right where it's bent, and we'll see what happens. I think it might weigh enough out there that it'll bend itself back, but we'll find out. Well, back is floating. It's definitely not straight. Whoa. This might not work. Doesn't seem like the back of that truck weighs enough. Or maybe I need to move my pivot points up. Well, let's see if that will let me back. Oh, it's bending. It is for sure bending. It's pretty close to straight. Which means I need to go a little more just to make sure because it's going to spring back. Two. .8. All right, sitting like this, it's less than a half degree off, and it's just floating, so it's bowed a little more, but it's at least straight enough that we can jack stand the frame on the ground, and then because I'm gonna have to put a brace. I know this is gonna need to get plated. This whole thing needs to be reinforced, but it's at least straight enough right now that we can go. Got them swapped around. So this is my old trailer with the boat, and you can see back here, if we look underneath, that is a brand new axle, brand new leaf springs, new U-bolts, new everything, because that's what we had to do to get it back. Like that leaf spring perch is just clamped on there. Nothing I could do because I couldn't find the right size axle. Yeah, new wheels and tires, so they really don't match up at all. And you can also see kind of here, this is how this trailer is kind of bent in. It's not a great trailer. Lost the tail light, plates destroyed. Thankfully, it didn't actually get into anything. Oh, maybe there's a little bit of damage on that prop, but we got really lucky. You can see it was dragging here. Other than that, we got pretty good. I mean, you can see here why I wanted to replace this trailer anyway. But rudder, no damage to the rudder. Actually, I don't think that's from that. I think this prop's just a little eaten up, maybe tiny bit, but that's the only damage. And I'm not even sure that's 100% from falling off, but we got really, really lucky when this thing dropped. So, yeah. And you can see, it looks like I had to rebuild that leaf spring because that's got a whole bunch of extra leaves in there. Don't remember what that was about. But, yeah, so the reason it is sitting here and the arms are all the way up, we need to sling this thing off somehow. Because we got to get it off this trailer and then get it hovering over the other trailer so we can slip that one in and figure out how it needs to sit. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Sketchy? I don't think it'd be too sketchy, but yeah, we got to figure out how to sling it, figure out where to put the slings. Because this right here, this big old hump, that's a 351 Windsor, kind of right in the middle of the boat. So I'm thinking we probably got to pull it up a little more than it is here. But this is gonna be, I've never done anything like this. This is gonna be an interesting one. Well, it's slung up. Don't know if I really like it. I'm using these 33,000 pound toe straps. So we'll see how that works. Got it under the front here, and then in the back, I had to jack it up to get it to go underneath the bunks. And yeah, all we can do is take it up, see what happens. Holy crap, that worked. That worked really well, actually. Oh my god. If you can't tell, I'm surprised that worked first try. This is nuts, because I got it like wrapped around here and I got soft shackles holding it. It's a little crooked, but man, okay. All right. Damn. Guess I'll take it up and see if we can get this old crappy trailer out of here. This is kind of surprising. Stuff never works this well. Alright, well, I guess that is all I've got. So, hopefully... Oh, yeah. She'll come right out. Like nothing. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's get this trailer out of here, and we gotta try to get the next one in. Don't like when it bounces.
No. Stop. I'm gonna move up front. I'd say you're about an inch away on this side.
It doesn't look bad. We centered. Like the prop, we're actually centered. Let me put some weight on it and see what it looks like.
Oh.
I think the weight's on the trailer.
It definitely seems like it.
How do the bumps look? Oh yeah. Okay, so we've got weight on the front, but we don't have weight back here.
They're not touching on the back. It seems like the right side is getting closer. Maybe the left side too.
I don't think so, because I just took up a bunch of slack. Like, this arm's not tight anymore. Alright, so we're gonna have to redo the bumps for sure. So now this thing looks even worse without a boat on it. Like, look at those janky fenders all jacked up. But you can see while I was, didn't really care for this one. You can see this is all nasty. There's holes back here. Not great. Kind of all the way down. It just kind of bows up everywhere. But looking at this thing, the way the bunks are laid out, they're actually super simple. They're just flat on top of the frame rails. You know, they got a spread here and a spread down there, and they're 14 feet long. I'm just going to copy this. This is the easiest thing. Instead of trying to make those other ones work, I'm just going to lay two down just like this. And then this trailer, she's going to get cannibalized to stiffen up the new one. But I'm going to cut all those bunks off that other trailer and basically lay two 2x4x14s down. And shoot, it's going to work. It's going to work really nice. That should be pretty easy. I just got to cut all the bunks off the old one that's in there, or the new one, I guess, and then just lay two 2x4s down and make it work. And this thing should be ready to go. This is going to be easier than I thought. I'm super excited that this is going to work out this well. I mean, Sawzall on this thing, make some little stands, beef up the front. This is going to turn out really nice. And then there's a bunch of little stuff I'm going to have to do. Like these rollers, junk, jack, junk. That's all gotta get redone. But no, next step is to send this thing to the moon and Sawzall the crap out of that out of those bunks. That whole front cross member is gonna come out too right there. Cut that out, and then I'll probably end up putting some type of bracing up here where it got bent just to fix it. But damn, this is gonna turn out sweet, and hoist is amazing. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had the welder out in I don't know, probably 10 months because we moved and didn't have a shop, and I've really missed fabricating. I've not missed grinding. Oh man. And it didn't help that I set myself up with like 3 dead batteries to start, but I've got it all cleaned up. So I got them all cut off, ground, cleaned up. They'll need a little bit more because you can see there was a little bit of rust. It's kind of cool. They knew they would collect water, so they drilled holes so it could drain out the bottom, which is pretty smart. I'm really happy with that. So those are all cut off. I cut that cross member out because I need to brace it, and I'd kind of like to tie in. That's why I left that little bit there. So right now we're just sitting. Boat is still floating, but we've got all the pads cut off. So now it's finally time to make some new bunks for it. And I think these are pretty good. I need to look at them a little more. They're a little bit, but I think out of all of these, I think I can save these stands and re-weld them in here where I need them. If not, I'll make new ones. It's not a big deal, but it'd be kind of cool to reuse these little stands, make my life a little bit easier. But that's gonna be it for this video. This thing's really close. We just gotta put stuff back together. So yeah, it's coming along. Could not do this without a lift. Super grateful to have a lift. But yeah, come back next time and we're gonna put this thing back together.